And now, the scientists would dare to create a monster.
You were given the maximum power.
But what about the rest of us?
Pretenders. Do the rest.
We're not getting into that right now. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's 10:15 p.m. 7:26. Yeah, it's Central Time because we're in Dallas, Texas.
We don't want to confuse
Y'all.
our California fans.
Yeah, we really don't.
Shout out to LAX, the tag team.
Tag team, yeah, we'll be
Yeah,
there soon,
boy.
dude. All right, we'll start on tour dates. We got none, but we'll have some soon. All right, dude. This podcast is brought to you by us. We'll have some sponsors soon. But anyways,
we just put in the placements just for future.
Yeah,
like,
for
that's
future
what we're
references.
we'll do.
Hell yeah.
yeah, just so you know. But yeah, you know what it is, dude. My name's Bryan. I'm here with my co-host, Pablo.
Oh, me first. Okay. Hey, how's it go? Everybody doing?
Noe,
Doing good.
as well.
What's up, guys? It's your boy.
Hey, and today we have our producer, who's also going to be co-talking, not co-hosting, co-talking with us.
Is that yours?
Hey, what's up?
Carl's yours.
Yeah, it's our producer, Serge Bounce friend, Carlos.
Yeah, it's our Jamie. Just that's what we call him. Anyways, what's up, guys? How y'all been?
Fucking great.
I've been amazing, honestly.
Fucking good.
Yeah,
Absolutely fantastic. Can't complain.
can't complain, dude.
Nope, but I will.
All right, dude. What do you got to complain about?
You know, I that really pissed me off that you can't put ketchup on a Chicago hot dog. Like,
Really?
the fact that like hot dog enthusiasts actually limit you on your condiments is such a fucking.
Do you have to do
baby-ass
mustard
shit.
or what?
No. Oh yeah, mustard and relish. That's what they say is the best on it.
Yeah.
But I don't like mustard, and I want ketchup. And I put ketchup on it, and it was way better. So fuck off.
Yeah. Did anybody look at you funny?
Yeah, the guy that owned the place looked a little weird to me.
Here's what I'll say about restrictions on condiments. It's bullshit. If you want to put like ketchup on a steak, which is an argument that I've had with several people, why not?
Yeah, I mean,
Why not?
do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, do whatever the hell you want, dude. It doesn't matter. But some people would just have like the whole etiquette of what you're eating. Well, of course, it doesn't matter.
I mean,
In
it
the grand scheme of
it
things.
depends. Like, no one really judges you. No one cares. I mean, there are some decisions that I would question. Like Brian's dad, for example. He would put like mayo on beans.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
Like that's
Oh.
pushing it for me.
Dang.
That's pushing it for me.
Dang.
But I mean, no one told him no. No one said, "Hey," you know, like my
Even
grandma.
learned,
No one
dude.
was like, "Hey,
Hey,
yo,
whoa, that's
no."
That's how Hitler started.
No one ever said that. Yeah.
Nobody ever told Hitler no.
No one ever
Nobody
said,
ever
"Show me your papers."
Dude,
Yeah.
the thing about that is, I'll give it a shot the way it's intended to be or supposed to be. But if I don't like it that way and I prefer it somewhere else, then I'm gonna do that. You know,
Yeah, it's your
But
life. Eat what you want.
I respect it enough to give it a shot. Like it's my first time trying it the legit way. Blah blah blah. I'll give it a shot, but after that, leave me alone.
Dude, even if somebody tells me not to do something, I'm gonna do it, dude. If I want to.
What's the
Yeah,
weirdest
that's why
thing?
you got fat, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's-
they're like, "Hey, you need to be healthy." And you're like, "Man, fuck you!
Yeah,
I do what the
exactly,
fuck I
dude.
want."
did it
It's my
in
health.
spite of
I
people.
don't care.
That's why I started smoking, dude. That's why I started drinking, dude. My wallet's going down, dude. You already know.
If you want me to quit, just stop bothering me.
Yeah, just quit telling me to get better, dude, and I'll get better on my
What's the weirdest thing that you do with food
eat it.
besides
Never
mayo and
stop
fries?
eating it. That's just
I mean, I don't play with it. Do you play with it?
Huh?
Do you play with it?
No, I'm like, do you know? Do you what?
Play with your food. So
No,
you
I'm
said
saying-
what's the weirdest thing I do with
I'm
my
saying,
food?
yeah, like a mixture wise, like
Oh.
what mixture you like?
I
People
mean-
look at me funny when I do this.
Every time I say I put mayonnaise on my fries.
Yeah, but is there anything besides that? Besides the mayonnaise and fries?
No, actually, I'm pretty normal with it.
I would say mayo on fries is fairly normal. That's not even like that weird.
After you,
It's not even that
after-
weird.
After we had the whole thing, I just noticed more and more people doing that.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
I've always seen it. It's not weird to me. And people do the mayo and ketchup and they combine it,
That's,
you know?
that's what Thousand
Like,
Island
that's-
is.
yeah.
Dude,
Pretty
it's
much,
mayo,
yeah.
ketchup, and then some Worcestershire
That's,
sauce.
ranch is pretty much made out of mayo, so.
The one I find weird that you do, don't you put mayonnaise on your rice?
Yeah.
That's the only one I'm like.
Would
eh.
you put ketchup on your rice?
No.
No?
No, I actually don't.
I put butter.
I don't
in my
like
rice,
things
boy.
thicker than the original food, dude. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I don't put ketchup on my fucking soup because it's thicker than the food.
Hey,
That
dude.
makes sense.
Hey, I put honey on ice cream, dude. That's way thick.
Density is an
Why?
issue for you.
Nuts.
Density is an issue for me. But like you said, I
Yeah,
never
honey?
put honey on my thing. I'll put hot fudge, which is thicker, but hot fudge
Caramel?
and yeah, that's thicker. Caramel, I understand.
I see what you're going at. Like, it kind of
yeah,
equal, like...
but ice
cancel
cream's
each other
kind
out.
of bullshit because ice cream by itself is good, but any topping you put on it that's sweet is gonna make it way better.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Sometimes it fucks it up. I don't like.
Like what? Like what don't you like on your ice cream?
When they start putting like Fruit Loops in the ice cream.
Okay,
and like sprinkles. I'm not a sprinkle guy. I don't like sprinkles.
Because they don't taste
Yeah,
like
I
anything.
don't like them either.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Sucks.
You know?
Well, I mean, I'm not an ice cream person, I guess. But I
Yeah,
know
you don't like
guys
ice cream.
are.
You're a popsicle guy, right?
Yeah, very much.
Oh, yeah, shut up.
And I would never put anything on my popsicle.
I don't think I have an issue with mayo on rice. Honestly, I don't have an issue with mayo on rice. I think man, all right, you kill my groove.
You think what, dude? What do you think about
You
mayo?
killed it. No, because like when you're eating, at least for us, for Brian and me, when you're eating like the mayo and the rice, there's like other things happening that kind of contrast the flavor, like turkey or turkey.
It's
I
just
think that's
not
the
like
only
mayo
one.
soup with the
I
rice.
think
What's
that's
it
the only
dry?
one. I think that's the only one that we eat with mayo.
But
and,
What's
and
the
mayo?
portion you guys have?
and
Like,
the, and the rice is
is it
affected by
Half
it.
a turkey?
no, like the portion.
Half
like,
a
how much-
turkey. No one eats half a turkey.
Brian hates half a turkey. How much mayo do you put in your rice? Like, what's the texture like?
I go overboard with it.
So like spoonful white, okay, like a cup of rice, 1 cup of rice.
cup of
How many
rice,
spoonfuls
spoonful,
of mayonnaise?
mayo.
1.5.
1.5.
No fucking way. I think you put 3.
Well, maybe 2. I'll give it 2, dude. No way I put like that much. Because I don't like it completely like drenched in it. Just enough though, so that I can like scoop it up.
So my weird food thing is, as a kid, I like dipping my tortillas in ketchup, and that's why I like putting my quesadillas in ketchup. But I only do that at home. I can't do it in public.
Corn or flour?
Flour only.
Yeah, that
Corn
makes
tortillas
sense.
with ketchup is the
It's
most
weird.
disgusting thing I've ever
it's
had in my
weird.
life. It's gross.
Yeah.
Well, flour makes sense.
Flour makes sense to me, but
It's almost like
it's
bread.
a little weird because it's such an American food with such a Hispanic food. The contrast just makes no sense.
It does. Yeah, it does not.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And I've always liked it, and I still eat it to this day. But like I said, like the cafe we have downstairs at the office, back before I used to work there in the old office, she had quesadillas like all the time, and I'd always sneak in some ketchup packets and like eat them in the fucking parking lot, dude, with the fucking tortillas, so no one could look at me.
Damn.
Swear
For
to God.
reference, he was talking to me, Brian, about our old job. Well, it's the same job, but we moved places.
Yes.
And there used to be a cook who used to have supposedly the best food.
No,
in
it
that
wasn't
place.
the best. It was the best for $6.29.
Oh yeah.
That means a lot.
Yeah,
That
because
means a
like
lot.
now, dude,
$8.
it's 8 or more. Yeah.
But everything I've had so far at the new cafeteria has been pretty good. It's just not worth $8.
it's not worth the price, but
Like, okay, you remember the teriyaki chicken
yeah.
she gave us for $8? And it was like 3, maybe 4 ounces of chicken. Hell no, Miss Kim used to give me fucking 10 ounces of chicken, dude. She'd put chicken on the big portion and on the portion with the rice on the other side.
Wow.
That's why they have to up the prices, bro. That's where all the profit was going.
I think she knew she was gonna retire, so she was just like, she didn't give
Fuck
a
yeah.
fuck,
I think
dude.
so, dude. Yeah. But like, I feel like those are like city prices too.
City
Like here
prices?
downtown, like I'm pretty sure.
Nah, dude. That here, I think normal meals come like 12 and above.
Yeah, you can't get
Yeah.
anything really
That's
filling
true.
here for more than, I think it's $13 minimum.
I feel like our producer would know more about that. I
Yeah,
mean, I
yeah.
don't
How,
know.
how,
Well,
how
what's
you
been
eating
your
over
experience
here?
with that?
Besides Soylent or
Like what, buying food here in this area?
yeah.
You can get around getting some decent food for like less than $10.
Yeah.
There's like a pho place down the road, like down here, like maybe like a block away. You can get a thing of fried rice for like 9 something.
But that's like a pho law, dude. If you find pho above 10, not worth it.
Yeah. No. I don't think I ever seen one above 10.
Yeah, no. It's always like
Not even-
7, 8.
Yeah, not even in this area. So you can still get full, but it depends on what fills you up.
True.
Like that rice, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
But maybe that's not enough for you guys.
Wow. He stared right at you, Brian.
Yeah,
stared
he
through
did
you.
actually. Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just looking at the mic. I'm just saying maybe that's not enough. You know, it's not enough.
Your
Just
mic
talking over here.
is on the right.
But-
view. I'm on the left. But.
I've seen you. I've seen your portions.
Hey,
you
dude,
know?
I'll be honest, dude. I don't stop eating until I am actually full. A lot of people mostly just eat until they're like
you don't know
satisfied.
when you're full. Like,
No, dude. Whenever it's
When-
like my stomach hurts, dude, that's how I know.
yeah, that's not.
Yeah,
when
that's
you're
not
full,
being
bro.
full.
That's overly.
That's see, you got an eating
Well, what I was
disorder.
saying is like, I mean, when you're full, technically, you can still like eat. Like you know, you can eat a little more.
No. When you're full, is
I
when
don't
you're
know,
like
dude.
not hungry.
Yeah, it's like
When you're like when you when you lie down on bed,
And
you're
you
like you can't breathe. And you're like woof. That's not being full. That's That's eating way too much.
You know what makes it easier? It's just if you don't put mayo on your fucking rice.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
Because then you're like, oh, every single scoop is delicious, right? I just want to keep eating.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, like at the deli, I ate that whole fucking 12-inch meatball sub, that whole Chicago hot dog, both the bag of chips, and a cookie after.
Damn.
And I can barely breathe right now, to be honest.
That's crazy.
But I ate that because I'm like, I'm going to regret not getting the meatball sub if I get the hot dog. I'm going to regret not getting the hot dog if I get the meatball sub. Fuck it. I got both.
I had some chicken breast with some vegetables and some rice.
That's nice.
Well, you know your boy is gonna get tacos after this. Like, what's up?
All right. What about you, Paulo? What's your weird ass food thing?
I sometimes I put sour cream in my soup, like sopitas. You know, like the tomato base, kind of like the Mexican soup. I don't know if you guys have ever had it. I know
fucking
Noah,
love
you've had it.
I love it. That's one of my favorite foods of all
So
time.
I mean, but that's not as weird because you kind of use sour cream or like cream too.
My dad
Kinda
does
like
You
that
can
too.
do it. Yeah. It's
soups. You know, like that's how you thicken soups up.
yeah.
So it's not that weird, but it is weird when you see it being done, right? And also with my tuna, like tuna salad, dude, I put a bunch of mayo in there because it's so good.
I mean, that tuna and mayo go
That-
well.
that makes
together.
sense.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
makes sense.
If you have tuna without mayo, you're an animal.
I don't like mayonnaise, so when I have to eat tuna salad, I have to put Greek yogurt in it. It's
Yeah.
the most disgusting fucking thing ever.
That's disgusting.
It is so gross.
I like it,
Dude, you know
I like Greek
why?
yogurt.
Because the whole cup of non-fat vanilla or no flavor Greek yogurt with a cup of tuna, 45 grams of protein. It is the nastiest thing ever.
disgusting.
Why do you
Yeah.
take off the fat? Why low fat?
I don't like fucking.
Thick yogurt, bro.
No, I just don't like fucking. Might as well just make the worst possible meal I've ever had.
I can't stand low fat like dairy products. It's
You
like,
know, for
what's the
milk,
point?
for milk, I can only
Yeah.
drink whole milk.
Yeah.
But yogurts, I can eat the low fat, no fat. I don't really
Yeah, like,
care.
we can do Greek yogurts and stuff.
I like Greek
I
yogurt.
love
yeah.
Greek
Yeah,
yogurt.
it's not bad, dude.
Oh, dude. I love
Yeah,
it.
but other than that, I don't even like dairy. Like, it's just not
I
my
don't drink milk anymore.
Yeah, not my thing.
I think the only weird thing that I've always done that I always thought it was weird, and I remember when I was a little kid, like the whole family would be like, "Oh wow, he does that." It's like I would get like the white rice and I would like dump it in my soup.
That's not that bad. That makes sense.
I mean, I've seen people do it, but yeah.
But I
don't
did that
like
like
it. I
like
don't
no one in our family did that. Like when I was a kid, and I don't see them doing it now.
Yeah.
You know, still.
Yeah.
And then so I went out to eat with my cousin last weekend, and he took me to like a Thai place, and you had to make like they give you the ingredients to make to make your soup, and you kind of like just pour it and all that. And at the bottom it was like a thing of white rice, and I was like, oh, just Asians do this.
Yeah.
It
It
was-
makes sense.
It was in my brain the whole time, and
For
I didn't
reference
know.
to the listeners, my cousin his dad is Chinese. He's not.
Did your cousin
I'm
say anything about it?
halfsies. I'm halfsies. Huh?
Did your cousin say anything about it?
No, he took me there. He was like, "This place is really good," it was really good. It was like, I felt like I was in like parts unknown because it was like this really cool place. It was like, kind of like it was like out in the open, and it was kind of hidden. It was like a tiny place, and
Where's it at?
Huh?
Where's it at?
In Miami, and the thing is like that Thai food is like super fucking spicy, and I had no idea how spicy it was gonna be. And like Eric, our cousin, he's like super used to it, and I took like I mixed it all, and I didn't mix it that well, so there were like a little like
Thick
chunks
layer
of like
spice.
fucking like pepper and shit still. And dude, I got hit hard, man. I was like, what fucking like choke and shit, drinking water. But then it goes away eventually once you start like stirring it, and like it comes with cucumbers and everything. It was so fucking good. But yeah, it made me think of like when I like, because I still do that to this day when I eat soup. Like when like somebody will make soup at home or something, like there goes all the rice in there.
Wouldn't it be funny if your cousin was like, "Hey man, I just want to let you know we always thought you were fucking weird." The family just casted you out.
Hey man, I just told the cook to do this. Like no one does this.
That'd be crazy, dude. I'm pretty sure they do though.
Yeah,
They
because
get
when
this from classics.
caldo, you know,
Yeah, you put this. Like,
you
rice
put
in
the
bottom.
rice at the bottom. I've always done that. That's not even weird to me. I'm just like, what? That's like the only way I
Second
can
nature,
eat
bro.
caldo, dude.
Yeah.
Caldo is just the most generic beef soup ever. Like it's,
It's
just
usually
call all soup like
because I meant caldo de res.
call the broth.
yeah.
We call the broth caldo.
Same.
Like all of it. Like
Same.
all kinds. Chicken. Yeah.
If for Mexicans, I mean, I don't want to speak for all Mexicans, but when you speak caldo, it's usually the chicken one or the beef one.
Yeah, that's all I can
Right,
think
and
of.
and everybody knows that it has the carrot, the potato, the cabbage, the fucking squash.
Yeah,
You don't want to speak for Peruvian Mexicans? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Thank you.
saying,
I almost
dude.
forgot my heritage.
okay.
Yeah, dude.
my soups don't include cabbage. Just saying. Dude,
Cabbage in a cabbage in any type of like broth thing is super.
It's pretty damn fucking good. Actually,
You get
What's
gassy,
what's
you get
what's your
gassy.
favorite soup?
ooh.
I got in an argument with this last time with Brian because I said chili and he's like, that's not really a soup because it's so thick.
So it's like
So I guess if my favorite soup would probably be sopita, the thing Pablo mentioned earlier, that tomato-based like noodle soup,
Yeah.
and then caldo next, like the chicken one. That's probably my favorite one.
Dude, my favorite egg drop wonton soup, a mixture of both. What? It's the
What
best.
kind of hate
There's
crime
this-
is that?
No, dude.
Who-
There's this one
did you-
restaurant that actually sells it. They're China One. It's pretty good. They mix both, and damn, dude.
They're
Best
probably like,
fucking-
okay,
I'm
we
not-
have
I don't know
leftovers.
how
What are we
fucking-
gonna do? Some savage is gonna come
Yeah.
in here and try it.
I think
How
it's
legit is
for me,
this?
but-
I've never seen this.
Oh, it's pretty legit. Believe
Yeah.
me. Like it's mostly Asians in the back.
I'm gonna
You can
check.
see
I'm
it.
gonna check with the delegation back home.
It's not like Peruvians or
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not there, dude. Yeah, or Mexican.
My
That's
favorite,
usually-
my favorite fucking soup is wonton soup, but the purest of all.
Oh, the pure. Oh,
Yeah.
not a
It's
half
alright.
breed. Not a half breed.
Dude, I'm just saying, you don't add it till you try it. That's all.
I'm just saying, like,
Don't nod it.
so, like there's like apparently like a few different types of wonton soup. I mean, not apparently, like we've all seen them, but there's like I guess like the Cantonese and then like the what's the
Mandarin?
other one? Mandarin. I think the Mandarin is the one that we got in Peru, which is like the lighter broth. It's not like the darker one that you usually get at the buffets here or something. But like that one is my favorite one. And there are some spots like in like in New York and in Miami that have that kind of soup, but it's not as close to the Peruvian wonton soup, which is the best one. That's my favorite one. It's my favorite one, dude. It's the best one.
Well, what about you, Paulo? What did you say your favorite soup was?
My mom makes this lentil soup that is. Anytime I see it, I just have to have a bowl, no matter how full or like whatever my plans are. If I see it, I have to have it because
Lentils are great.
You put lime in it?
So good. Nah, man, because she makes it. She chops up like tomato and like a like jalapeno pepper and onion. Dude, it's just so good, man. It's so good. I don't put anything in it. I just eat it like it is.
Yeah, it sounds good. I've never had lentils on soup, but I've had
That sounds good as
So
shit,
good,
dude.
So good.
Like,
Invite
just
me
with
next time
rice,
your mom
but-
makes it.
Yeah, for me too, dude.
Yeah,
Please,
for sure.
I wanna
For
try.
sure.
But I know we're talking about like our favorite soups, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, dude. Soups fucking suck.
What?
I'm just, oh, dude, I'm putting that up there.
What?
Just
We
saying.
need a new host.
I'm just saying, dude. I know I just divided like the entire.
You
podcast
didn't. You
and
just
fan base,
you
dude.
outcasted yourself. You didn't divide anything, bro.
Hey, dude, I'm making a line here, dude. I'm just saying, dude.
What the fuck, really?
If it doesn't have a meat,
A meat?
or vegetables or rice, dude.
Or vegetables or rice. Almost every fucking soup has
Yeah,
vegetables
dude.
or rice in it.
Nah, dude, but no liquid. I'm
What?
saying, dude.
Lentil.
You don't like just pure
lentil
tomato soup?
This lentil soup doesn't have any of them. I mean, vegetables, I guess, but the main thing is the lentil.
But what makes it a soup though? Is it the water?
Wonton soup has fucking. I feel like you're going against my argument that I was having with a friend on Messenger the other day.
Which one?
What? So I was having an argument with a friend Adam. Ton shout out. And he posted like a picture of like a soup that he made. It was like a vegan soup that he made because he has like a vegan Instagram. And the soup, you could not see any fucking broth in it. It was like mostly like beans and rice and a bunch of shit. It looked like it looked like I guess like a casserole maybe, or
like a bean salad.
like yeah. It didn't even I didn't see any broth, so I called him out on it. I was like, that's not soup. He was like, why not? And I was like, where's the fucking liquid, man? I don't see it. He was like, it's down there. And I was like, you're like, that's one thing I don't like about American soup, man. Americans and their soup, they fucking saturate the shit out of it. They throw so much shit on it. So much shit on their fucking
dude,
soup.
Okay,
we're dividing.
Do
more,
this.
dude.
Do this. Next time you go get pho, or yeah, just do a pho and just taste the broth by itself. The broth is so
Hey, dude,
good.
I'm saying, dude, I feel
You could just
exactly.
drink the
Dude,
broth.
I feel like I'm drinking something. I'm not really eating something.
It's soup.
Exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
And that's why it
it's
sucks
not
because you can't
food.
chew it. That's because you're fat, dude.
Yeah, I know. Dude, that's it,
You act
dude.
like Brian chews, dude. He
I'm
fucking
saying, I
swallows
need
his
to
food
chew.
whole.
I can't just
Soup
swallow,
is easy
dude.
for you, dude. It's a gulping. That's
Hey,
the
man,
easiest
sorry.
way to consume.
Hey, I'm a king, dude. I don't swallow like you guys. Dude, just saying, dude.
I like soup because it's hot as shit. Like it feels great going
awesome,
like
dude.
down your throat.
I need some
Soup is
chew.
like food giving you a hug.
Honestly,
I don't know about that, dude. This might as well call this soup. If you put some vegetables in this
can make
fucking wine,
soup with
dude, this is soup.
Bro,
Essentially,
no.
yeah, because I don't see, because you're putting water
Maybe
on
maybe
like,
it is
chicken.
soup. If it is soup, then you
That's
like
what I'm
it.
saying.
It's good.
Wine
It doesn't
soup?
suck.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I feel like I'm just drinking something. And that's, why I can
that is the fattest response I've ever heard in my
it is,
life.
dude, and I don't care. All right, dude. I'm taking over this podcast, dude.
So do you like
Soup's
stews
so-
then?
Wow, you're a stupid.
I wouldn't be. I would be.
I like stew.
Yeah, I like stew.
I might even like stew more
Yeah.
than soup. Honest to
I
God,
do actually.
I like
some
stews
great
a
soup,
lot.
I'm not gonna lie.
like
but-
beef stew is one of my favorite foods.
But I never crave a soup. I'm just saying, dude.
I crave soup all the
crave
fucking
soup.
time,
It's
all the
crazy,
damn
dude.
time, dude.
I could live off soup.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
it.
That's what they made
I
a
could
record
live.
label I named after, like Fueled by Ramen, dude. Which sucks, but a lot of people can live off soup.
Dude,
You know the problem. You know what the problem is? I feel like this whole conversation was leading up to just Brian trying to reference some fucking music shit
Yeah.
that no one cares about.
No what?
He just dropped some reference.
He said something, and
He just said I completely disconnected from the
I have
conversation.
no idea what he said.
Yeah,
I have
like I'm
no
so
idea.
checked out already.
Really, dude?
Yeah, I'm so
that's
checked out.
insane, dude. I'm surprised you haven't named something white in this whole damn conversation, dude.
He's talked about his Peruvian heritage, the
Yeah.
foreign soups. That motherfucker never said, "Oh, my favorite soup's Campbell's tomato." Ever.
That's insane, dude. That's insane. But
My conversation has been fairly diverse. We talked about Thai soup, Peruvian food, so many things. All right,
of them, dude.
Let me
I'm
say
just
something.
saying. I'm just
Let me
saying.
say something. Ramen's not my favorite.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Ramen's
I don't like ramen either.
Yeah.
I actually don't like ramen.
I can I said.
I don't like pork and soup, dude. That's
and
why I don't
soup?
like ramen. I fucking think pork and soup is gross.
You don't have to make it with pork.
Yeah, this
What,
is the
Manuchan?
Japanese to do it, dude.
You
It's chicken.
You can put chicken in ramen? Where?
Yeah,
Where?
dude,
They have it. They have it at Ramen Hakata.
They have that ramen at
Yeah, actually, yeah, you can put chicken
What
on
are
it.
you thinking about, dude?
Traditional ramen has pork in it.
I know, yeah, like katsu.
You
yeah,
can
like,
get
yeah,
chicken on it, traditional. Yeah, you can. Yeah, dog.
The broth is always a little tricky for me, man. It's always hit or miss. To me, I've had so many pho places that it's like, all right, the broth is always pretty good. Like no matter where I go. With ramen, dude, you gotta show me a really good ramen place because otherwise,
it's
like,
a little hit and miss, but it's a little with the broth. It's a little because there's so much going on with it. You know,
there's a
It's-
lot of work in there, and if you don't get it right, that's why it's not my favorite because I can't depend on it.
that makes
If we ever have my friends from Houston on it, we can bring this conversation back because that's their thing. They love ramen. Those motherfuckers eat it almost every week.
Really? Wow.
No, they're actually. I'm actually considered the biggest weeb out of that group.
That's insane.
They love ramen. Like every time they want to eat, they want to go eat ramen, and I'm like, I guess, but I don't really like it, dude. I like pho way more.
Yeah.
Like 20 times more.
It's all the same to me.
What about udon soup?
I like udon. Udon's pretty good.
The what?
There you go. Everyone agrees udon is pretty good.
Yeah, I don't mind udon.
I can eat udon. Like if there's ramen or udon, I'll pick the udon every time.
Yeah. It's rice bowls. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just saying, dude. Might as well just drink something if you're gonna eat soup. Because what are you gonna do?
I think you're only saying that so whenever you have food, I mean you have soup, you don't consider it food and you can eat again.
Maybe that's it. Actually, maybe that's it. I'll be honest, dude. I think that's why. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it doesn't fulfill me. I'm
You're
"Oh,
like retaliating because of your food habit, your eating habits.
hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm just saying, but
It can't all be buckets of chicken, dude.
I'm just saying, dude. If I'm 50 pounds slimmer, I'll probably agree with you.
You look like you're slimming down a little bit.
Dude, I'm actually the same weight.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I can tell.
You're getting back your chin, sort of.
Is the beard giving
Sort
you
of.
that deception?
Sort of.
It's like you do look thinner though. You look thinner.
I look thinner. Dude.
look a lot thinner.
You want some soup?
No, dude. I think that's why, dude. Because I haven't drank.
Were you
soup
sore
at all.
after the workout?
What?
Were you sore?
Yeah, I
Dude,
was
he
sore,
couldn't
dude.
move his
I
hands for,
really
like,
could
4
not-
days.
Were you?
I mean, I was fine, but really, I was wondering. I wanted to text him, be like, "Hey, how you
I
doing?"
could not put my arm behind my neck. I literally couldn't.
That shit was so funny,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah, it still kind of hurts like till now, but
I told Brian he did way too much because he hasn't worked out in like 4
yeah, dude,
years.
Pablo's work.
We did 2 exercises.
No,
we did
I
2
know, but he
exercises.
told me how many reps he did.
Yeah, that's insane, dude.
What?
He
This is
does.
40.
They go to Fitness Connection. I go to Anytime Fitness.
Oh, but I'm not a member. I was just.
Guest pass.
Snuck him
Yeah,
in.
but it's over now because I only had 7 days.
Well, you
after
can
that.
go at night, dude. Our boy let you in.
That's true on the weekends only.
Oh, did they tell you something when you went? up?
No,
yeah,
our
they were
coach.
like after 7 days from this day on, whenever I want, they're like, you can come in for free, but after those 7 days expire, which is
Why didn't
2
you
days.
tell me? We could have gone back.
Oh, dude, my
He
my
couldn't
arms are
move his
sore.
arms,
Do I-
dude.
What would I?
Well, dude, hit
why
your
the-
legs after.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
no, I already have big legs, dude. Thank you.
Dude, if you don't work out, if you don't work out, the soreness is gonna last way longer.
Yeah,
You
that's
think so?
100%
it's
true, dude.
100%.
That's insane, dude.
Dude, come do legs with me tomorrow, bro.
Legs, dude?
Yeah, come do legs with me tomorrow.
Where do you legs at?
Anytime Fitness.
Oh, Anytime Fitness.
You want to come?
Do they allow guests?
I have no idea how their guest system is. You just come in. Fuck it.
Honestly, dude, I just want to be a
The
guest.
thing
everywhere I go,
about
dude.
that one is that sometimes if it's like there's like nobody there.
There's no
right?
one there on Saturdays, Sundays, or
So,
after 6
ooh,
p.m.
You can
That's
just walk
good.
in.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, I hope nobody's.
Nah,
Not
dude.
nobody.
I mean, my thing is, I'm like, if the worst that happens, I get a warning.
Mm.
And the worst thing is they cancel my contract, and I was like, good. You know what I mean? I don't
me
give a.
move.
I'm like, cool. That means I'm no longer under fucking contract with the gym. Thank God. You know what I mean?
How long is your contract?
Year and a half. I mean, I've been going pretty consistently, so it's worked out.
That's cool. Yeah, like, it works. That's how I am with my climbing membership. I'm like, if I go enough, it's worth it.
That's exactly how I have to do it. And I kind of went to that gym because it's a little expensive, and it like forces me to go because that Fitness Connection is only $10 a month. I'd be like, fuck it.
Yeah.
But this one's $35 a month,
Dang.
and I'm like, oh fuck that, dude. I have to go. I spend way too much fucking money not to go.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Like, what's your favorite way of like working out? Is it actually going to the gym or is it
I
doing,
hate
like,
going
a
to the
sport?
gym. I fucking hate going to the
Going
gym.
to the gym is like it's fun if
You got to be in the mood for it, dude.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I can never get motivated.
No, I force myself to go, and halfway through I'm kind of liking it, but most of the time I'm like, I just want to go home, man.
Wow.
yeah, dude, it's hard to. I don't know, man.
Like soccer's my favorite way of working out,
So far, like that was they used to
or
be
swimming.
mine, too.
Swimming's the best way to
But
work out.
I used to hate swimming, honestly. Like, because of my back, I was like supposed to swim to like straighten it out and so lose weight. But I've only went there once and haven't been.
I could swim every day. That shit's fun.
I need to try. I don't even know how to swim.
You don't know how to swim?
No.
What about the river you crossed?
Oh,
Whoa, dude! Yeah, dude, through your fake immigration.
The Trinity
process.
River, because you were born in Dallas.
oh,
Damn, dude. Shots. Doom.
Like your shirt says. What?
That's hurtful, dude.
no, I don't.
Juan doesn't know how to swim either.
Like I can swim. I can
Juan's a
swim in a
beta.
pool, But for me, like if somebody's drowning, is like I have nothing to do with that. I can't do anything here. I can't.
So you just watch as somebody's drowning?
What am I gonna do? Go in there and drown myself too?
Yeah.
Like I can swim in a pool. I cannot drown in a pool. But like if you're talking about going back and forth in an Olympic or something, like I can't swim for shit.
Have you ever seen the movie Live Hard or Die Trying? Yeah.
Yeah.
You should go by
I
that
hate
motto.
Bryan.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Dude, I went
Don't even watch the movie. Just
I
go
went
by it.
to the beach last Sunday, and there was this one fucking guy. So they had the yellow flags up, which means it was like it was kind of like there was kind of wavy, and there was this fucking motherfucker that was like swimming all the fucked away, like deep, like you could barely see his head, and a fucking like lifeguard was like freaking out, constantly whistling at at him because he was like just going, dude. It was fucking like I'm like, god damn.
Was he trying to like kill himself or?
Nah, dude.
No, he was just having a fucking blast, dude.
Who does that? What the?
But it was so dangerous. Yeah, they had the fucking yellow flag up, and even regardless, even if they don't, that's so dangerous. I don't know. I don't
they
know.
have, like, sharks in
I
Miami?
can't, and they do have sharks.
Yeah,
in
that's
Florida.
insane.
And I can't fucking like, I can't swim. I guess in a pool. Ocean is an entirely different monster, dude.
Yeah, the ocean is wild.
You know what I've always wondered, dude? Oh, sorry.
You can go.
Like, why are lifeguards in land? Like, why don't they just have like lifeguards in boats, like through the edge, dude?
You know what pisses me off the most about that question?
What?
I'm actually kind of like, damn, that makes a little sense.
Right, dude? I'm just saying, why would they have to run through the hot sand instead of just going on their boat,
Because
going
you
faster?
need
with it?
height. You need height to see who's in the water.
Hey man, get binoculars.
You want to put a fucking thing in the boat? They have binoculars.
Yeah, well, you can. See
You
in
need
the boat,
height.
dude.
How's binoculars gonna give you height?
Get a big boat, dude. I'm just saying.
Motherfucker wants a stethoscope on
That
this.
we want cruise ships in every single side of this.
I'm just saying, dude.
Wait, what's
I don't
that?
know.
What are those things called? What-
Jet skis.
No. You know, in the submarines where like it's really tall up. Is that stethoscope? That's a doctor thing, right? Periscopes?
I think it's just a scope.
Is it periscopes?
You can just say scope and get away with it.
Yeah, this scope,
Damn, dude, I said stethoscope, dude. I already know Jose's gonna be like, actually, motherfucker always corrects me, dude. But I'm glad he does. I love him.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, but for real, dude. I'm just saying. And beaches, dude. That's the best thing.
I was reading a thing about someone died at the pool like last week or like a couple days ago or something like that. Because and they've been talking about it for a while, for like a few months. There's been this poop bacteria that they've been finding in pools more so than any other time. I think it was, I don't know where, but anyways, it got in this dude's eye and like in it. Oh no, in this dude's nose. It went through his nose and it went up to his brain and fucking ate it, and he died.
If you get killed by poop bacteria going to your brain,
Yeah, you're a pussy, dude.
Dude, it happens. It happens a lot. It happens a lot in the upper. There's like, actually, I think that the poop bacteria was the alert was in the ocean, that they found more poop bacteria in the ocean than any other time. But in the pool, there's also like a bacteria that's like going around pools, and this one is the one that killed the guy. So I'm like, fucking don't swim, dude. People like humans are so fucking stupid,
so
dude.
what are you doing? You're not built for it. Get away from it. We got out for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand. Like, maybe I'm just not one of those people. But like, I don't get this. Like, I want to go and live out like a fucking savage in the middle of nowhere situation.
Well, they used to be a pirate.
We're advanced now. We're advanced. We have things.
That's the thing, man.
And those things do things for us.
But people in islands, when you see people in islands and how good they are swimming and how like deep diving without gear, I'm like, whoa. I guess you can do it. Because there was this guy I met at a bar and we just kind of started talking. He was from California and he was kind of telling his life. So he's an older gentleman, you know. I want to say like 65, 70. And he told me that he
Hey man,
he told me he lived in California and he was really good at, you know, I mean, there's the beach and just ocean, so you get really good at swimming. But then he moved to Oklahoma, and he said that same month he moved to Oklahoma, 9 people drowned. And he's like, why do people not know how to swim? Right? And, dude, we should, I don't know, man. I agree with you. I don't think swimming.
So, wait, like, are people shitting more at pools now?
No, I got it. I got it wrong. They found the poop bacteria in the ocean and at beaches
Oh,
more.
okay.
But there's also this other type of bacteria in the pools, and that's the one that I
Killed the
mean,
guy?
this year it's killed like 3 people.
Dang.
Dude,
We're
people
gonna
better
pull
start
this-
wiping their
That's
ass.
why I don't want to fucking go to the fucking pool.
What's the deal with,
or
like, people
anywhere
saying, like-
that's like that we shouldn't be. We're not fish. Why are we going in the ocean?
Why are we like?
Why are we
filling
doing
holes
things like
with
that?
water?
Why are we doing
and
things like
going
that?
in them?
This is
I don't
safer than going to the
understand.
ocean.
Is
You
it?
can see through the water. It's like, oh, there's nothing there.
But like,
Cool,
what's,
go to
what's
swim.
like the need? What's the desire?
Like, you
I
see
wanna
our feet?
go in there.
Have you ever swam? That shit is cool.
Yeah, dude, I'm not a fan of swimming. To be
Like
honest.
you see our feet? Like our feet are like I hate feet, right? But oh, I know.
Yeah,
I,
there's a fetish
yeah,
for that. Come on.
I don't like feet, right? But at least they look alright, you know? Like they look like
Oh.
symmetrically, like look, you know, like
Oh, they're not fins.
But then you look at like fucking like
Web feet.
jungle people and like
Bryan,
no,
you're
no.
taking offense?
No,
Alright, we
I don't
wanna
mean
start
it.
this
I don't
topic.
mean it in like a derogatory term. I mean it like because they're climbing trees and doing all this other stuff that we don't do, right?
Their
And
feet
like
get
their feet are like
Spread out.
spread out. So they're made for their environment, right?
Yeah.
Like they're built for that environment. Us? What are we doing climbing mountains? We're not built for that.
It's fun, bro.
We're not.
Yeah,
Oh,
we are.
hey, man, there was
We're
a movement
so
for that.
built for climbing. Climbing is
For
in
climbing,
us.
yeah, dude.
Dude, babies are so good at climbing.
God, dude, those kids at the fucking rock climbing place, the best ones are like 10 years old.
You know what actually kind of attracted me to that? As
What,
a kid?
kids?
Yeah, no. I'm saying, as a kid, did you guys ever see Mission Impossible 2?
No.
Man, I was
It was on television.
I was having fun with my friends.
Well,
Watch Shrek tunes.
Metallica actually did a song, the main song for that movie, and in that video, you see Tom Cruise just climbing up this giant ass like a mountain up in the desert,
Yeah.
and that's what attracted me. Yeah. It went down, down. Yeah, I disappear. Yeah, that's yeah. But man, they used to pump me up. I was like, damn, I'm gonna climb the biggest mountain ever, dude.
Yeah.
And then I never did.
What?
I
still
wanted
do
to
it.
climb mountains. No, yeah, that video pumped me up. I was like, damn, I could be.
Did
the
you
next
want to
Tom
go
Cruise.
climb Mount Everest?
No,
would,
not
would you
Mount
want to climb a mountain?
Would I want to?
Yeah.
Now? No.
Dude, Mount Everest, nah, thank you. That's not for me. I look at pictures.
Yeah.
Oh.
dude. That's like asking me, dude, do I want to like really climb a building?
Do I
Why?
really not want to be able to breathe?
Yeah.
You know?
Do I
That's
really
what I'm-
want to see this view? Like, what's the point?
Don't walk around seeing corpses and shit all around me.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Have you ever played Minecraft, dude? You can see
Yeah.
the
Classic.
view there is the best. Dude. That's as far as I'll go. I'm just saying.
You could just
know?
build a mountain. That shit
Yeah,
is dope.
exactly.
dude. I'm not climbing. I'm building. one.
Yeah, why the fuck would I want to do that? I'm not Tom Cruise, dude.
I'm not
You can't do
Tom
this.
Cruise.
Yeah, he used to do that.
Dude, Tom Cruise is something else, dude. He started producing the Mission Impossible just so he could do his own stunts, right?
Yep.
I think so, yeah.
Because they refused to let him do it. He's like, man, fuck you guys. I own the movies now.
That's
He was trying to be the next Keanu Reeves, but
the next, really?
well, that's what I think. Well, I mean,
Well, I mean, Keanu just had that revival out of nowhere. Or-
yeah.
I mean, was it out of nowhere? I mean, there was a build to it. but-
Was it?
Yeah, dude, he's always been around. Anytime Keanu Reeves.
He
in a
was
movie-
quiet.
No, he was a bit quiet actually.
After Matrix?
After Constantine.
Constantine.
Oh, my dad's favorite movie.
Dude, he wasn't cheaper by the dozen, dude.
Yeah. Who the hell watched that? Oh,
I
kids?
did at the
Wow.
movies.
That's insane.
Your favorite?
For the kids.
He was. I just... Sorry, it just made me laugh. It just made me laugh. All right.
That's a legitimate Carlos.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
I was gonna say something and then like it just made me laugh in the middle of it.
It's the white wife, isn't it?
What'd you say there?
It's the white wife, dude. Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Wait, why you like that movie?
What movie?
Cheaper by a dozen.
Oh yeah. I was trying to think of another Keanu movie that came out after Constantine.
Was he in some, like, Japanese samurai?
He was in Ronin. Yeah, he did Ronin.
Ronin?
Yeah.
Never saw that one.
Everybody likes Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
But he wasn't like in pop culture. Like right now, he's just pop.
No, you want to know how much my dad liked Keanu Reeves? Ask me what the third name of mine was gonna be. Neo.
Wow.
He's like, let's call him Neo, como el pinche Matrix.
No, dude, I feel
And your
like
mom
your
was
family.
like, no, you know what? No.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
no, I'm sorry. Because my mom had a miscarriage. They were gonna name that brother Neo because my dad loves the Matrix and Keanu Reeves. And anytime Keanu Reeves in a movie, he'll watch it. He don't give a fuck what it is.
Was the next one going to be called One?
Yeah, he was gonna be called
That's what my dad wanted to do. He's gonna be like, one would be cool, and we just keep rearranging it until we run out of words.
There's only 3.
Nah, dude, you got Noe, Neo,
Or
One,
Owen.
Eon, and Oni, dude.
Oh.
Mhm.
One, dude.
One, my bad.
Yeah.
Eon.
Yeah.
Has a girl's name? Fuck it. Eon Flux. Or
Well,
Eon
you
Flux?
need the A.
You should go by Eon. That'd be cool. It's like,
cool.
nah, that's Eon.
Backwards? That'd be
Yeah.
dope.
Oh, yeah.
It's like my name is pronounced backwards.
Are you guys satisfied with your names?
Yes.
Nah,
I like my name
hate
a lot.
my name.
You hate your name, dude?
Yeah, dude. Pablo.
Too Hispanic or what?
Yeah, I mean,
You don't like
it's,
being Hispanic, dude? Or what?
it's not that I hate being Hispanic or anything. It's just like it's nothing that pops. It's
Pablo
already
Picasso, dude.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Whoa, who's gonna follow that guy?
Pablo Escobar?
Who's gonna follow that guy? It's kind of like
You can follow that guy.
you gotta
I'm
do some
pretty-
amazing things to have that name.
My name is
Something.
boring as shit.
Carlos?
Carlos.
Yes.
Dude.
And the origin of it is so, like, the reason I got it is even worse.
Oh,
What's the
what was
reason?
it for? Let's hear it.
Because, okay, so my name is Carlos Alberto, right? And the reason is, it was just an excuse to give me the name Alberto because that's my dad's name.
Hmm.
But the name Carlos came because there was like at the time, there was like a prince or king of Spain or something, and that was his name. I was like, it's so fucking lame.
So you're-
Wow.
And it's, yeah, dude. And it's so boring.
Damn.
So
By a
boring.
king, dude.
You want to know how I got my name? My, past father. My brother's name is Pedro. And he's like, oh, I want somebody named Pablo. so it's like it was just to fit into the what was already there.
I mean, what was your name supposed to be, Brian?
No, it was actually supposed to be Bryan. Well,
Your name was
yeah,
supposed to be Brooklyn, right?
Well, because my father had a fascination with the United States, yeah.
Your name was gonna be Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn, yeah.
What if your name was Queens?
That'd be bad. If your name was Queens, that'd be pretty fucking cool.
Queens. Yeah. My middle name is Andre because my mother liked this popular tennis player.
Andre 3000.
Yeah, dude, you already know, dude, back in the 90s, yeah. And Yalta because, like, obviously I come from the Ukraine. You already know this. Dude, no.
Yeah, dude, my dad was like, because my dad just had horrible name recommendations. She's like, all right. My mom's like, what do you want to name him? Oh, Goku. And my mom's like, we're not naming him Goku. And he's like, oh, what about Zidane? He just won the World Cup, or he's about to win the World Cup. Frank's gonna win it. And my mom's like, no, I'm not naming him Zidane. That's not even a real name. That's like fucking Algerian or some shit.
That's a card type.
Yeah. And then he's just like, and my mom's like, just name him Noe. Fuck that. And so that's where I got that name. And then my middle name Joel came from that's my one of my cousins. His name Joel. And like when he was born, my mom and dad, they were like, damn, we should have a baby. So
Was there no attempt to call you Noe?
no, that's what my name is, Noe.
No, but
No way.
was there any attempt by your family, like your mom, your dad, to be like, hey, Noe?
No,
Is
that's
there
what they
Noe?
call me, dude. It's
Oh,
just
really?
like they only spoke to me Spanish when I was really little.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know English when I got into school at 5th grade. I'm sorry, 5th grade.
Typical story.
I wish it was 5th grade. My bad, dude. I'm
Dude,
retarded,
how long
dude.
ago?
I'm retarded.
Hey, that was me.
That was Pablo. I'm sorry. I stole his storyline. I'm sorry. When I was like 5, I didn't know any English.
Oh, okay.
And then I got put in ESL. But ESL back then was for dumbasses, not just people that couldn't speak English. They were for dumbasses. And I was
oh,
like,
you're slow and not. You can't
no, like I knew the words. That was the worst part. It's just they were like, well, you can't speak English. But I knew it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because ESL is retarded.
Yeah.
And then I learned English. And then my mom and dad were like, okay, we can't speak Spanish anymore because like we don't want that shit to happen again where he goes back to ESL.
Yeah.
So they only spoke English for like a long time.
So your name was English now too?
Yeah, so that's why they always called me Noe after that. Even though I'm always like, no, my name's Noe. And they just kept calling me Noe. And they're like, no, it's Noe.
But like even in English though, like you could be like no way, like
Only substitute teachers would say that shit.
Only substitute teachers that want to think they know Spanish will say.
Yeah.
you think so?
Yeah, because everyone would just call me Noe. And I got so used to it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And then like Hispanic ladies, like from my family, they call me Joel, like my middle name. Everyone calls me by my middle name. It's fucking weird. I hate it.
Wow.
We gotta start calling you that. Dude.
You can call me that.
Joel.
Lily calls me Joel.
Joel.
I don't know why. She says I like your middle name better. I'm
Joel.
like,
El Ho.
Can I call you Joel?
you can call me whatever fuck you want, dude.
Hey, but what do you prefer actually, Noe or Noe?
Noe.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
Because you're American? Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Next question.
You know what I hate when people try to be. Oh, it's not besides that. When people try to be like, oh, like you said, like they know Spanish, and they try to roll their R's when they can't when they say my name, and I'm like, don't. Carlos. And they say it like that. I'm like, first of all, wrong accent. You know,
Carlito.
Like, yeah, like yeah.
That'd be awesome.
No, there's a guy. There's a guy at work. There's like, and he's like an executive, so I can't talk shit to him that much. You know, sometimes I play around with him, but like he comes to me like Carlitos, amigo, and I'm like, ooh, like that is so
Taquito.
that is so condescending and like, yeah. And he says it like that too, like Carlitos. I'm like, ooh, wrong accent, man. It's
What's el
weird.
barrio, Carlito?
Yeah.
Wow.
And like,
insane.
it's so condescending. I don't like.
It's
When
pretty
people, I don't like when people come. I don't like when people say amigo. Like I'm like, don't say amigo. Like you don't get to
This
say
is
that.
not the. This is not the.
This is not.
Yeah.
You don't.
Because you don't have to. You know. I know friend. I know the word. You can say friend. Hey friend. You don't have to say amigo. That's so like.
Do you
Is there a
condescending.
necessity to speak Spanish?
Yeah, like I'll understand it.
I mean, Carlos is essentially like a Hispanic name. Like it just sounds like it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So it feels
but
like you kind of have to. Like I don't know.
you don't have to say it like that.
Like, would you say foreign names like in their language, like a Russian name?
The only people that
National
translate that like translate names are the Spanish people, which is really weird.
Yeah, that's what, dude.
Which I don't get because you shouldn't translate a name. That's a name.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when you say Russian names, do you have an accent with them?
Russian names?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me ask my followers.
Gorbachev. Do you ever just say or do you say
Gorbachev? It's Gorbachev.
You say Gorbachev? You think in Spanish it's the same? Gorbachev.
But that's why I like the
In Spanish, it's like Gorbachev.
That's why I like the Vietnamese so much because they're like, you know what? Call me John.
I'm down.
Call me John. Call me.
Yeah, like the girl that the Korean girl they used to cut my hair. Her name was Ashley, and I always thought, oh yeah, that's her name. But then like one time I saw her like her hairdressing diploma, and it was like fucking
20
like
pages.
11 consonants. You know, like I was like, oh okay, I get it. But you don't have to do that. I can pronounce it. You know? Just tell me how.
Dude, it gets tricky.
Just tell me how.
Once you cross Africa, dude, names just like.
Whoa. This is what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
what, dude?
This is
You,
what we
am
should-
I lying, dude? Y'all think I'm
Whoa,
lying?
whoa.
What, dude?
Doubling up.
They
This
just
is
get
what I'm
bigger.
talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
I'm just saying, dude. It does
Oh
for some
my
reason.
God, dude, I'm so sad. They're intimidated
They're
from that comment.
disappointed.
God, I can't wait for someone to edit that, dude. God damn.
Dude,
That was
just look at me, dude.
That was awful.
Why do you think do they Americanize their names? I'm just saying, dude.
I love it, Brian.
That was great, Brian. That was the best comment ever. Put that as a quote for this episode.
Hold on, I gotta talk to the producer.
Yeah, that was amazing. Holy shit.
Oh man. Yeah, dude. Imagine if I was named Brooklyn, dude. Everybody, hey, yo,
Be
Brooklyn. Whoa.
Bro, that's a
Brooklyn.
girl's name, dude.
Is it?
It
though?
is a
Yeah.
girl's name.
Wow, man.
You got named
It's not like
Brooklyn?
Ashley.
I mean, you already look like a fat lesbian, dude, so you might as well be named after one.
Wow. Okay. I see where this is going, dude. This is getting too heated, dude. This is getting too heated, dude. All right, dude. Wait, are you past Africa or?
Am I past Africa?
Yeah, like your people.
What are you talking
Did you
about?
get offended at my
Like,
comment?
we
Like-
forgot
I
about
didn't
it?
actually. I thought it was really funny.
Forgot about Africa. You guys.
I thought it was pretty funny. Your comment
Oh,
was great.
okay. Thank you.
I'm offended.
You're offended? Wow, dude. I'm sorry. Wait, do people actually say that to you, Pablo? Like, oh, Pablito.
I mean, I've had a couple instances. Not usually, dude. Come on, like, I feel like most people have the understanding. It's like, hey, I really don't need to do that. You know, I don't need to try to show off the minimal Spanish skills that I have. But
Yeah.
but the thing is that sometimes you get people that they just kind of want to practice and learn, right? And you kind of have to just feel for that, because there's people that just want to it's like second nature.
Yeah.
But there's other people that was like, hey man, I just kind of want to practice and see what you think of my Spanish.
Right,
Okay,
right.
cool. But you know,
There's obviously some people.
you just got to read the situation.
Yeah, I get. So, but you've never been in that like situation where you get kind of offended.
I mean, yeah, I think we've all experienced maybe something where you're like, oof, I don't feel comfortable with this.
Ooh, really?
And, you know,
well, nobody's done that with my name. Well, my name's American, I guess.
Yeah, your name's
yeah,
American.
It's
as shit.
Brian,
Yeah.
dude.
But what I hate is when they put an A after the
You're
R.
you're a meme in Mexico. You know that, right?
Really?
El Bryan.
El Brian? Wait, what is that?
It's always like they use it for like somebody that's like a kind of gangy and you know like listen to reggaeton.
Wow,
there's
that
like
sounds
there's like
badass.
there's like a character to it.
What?
Yeah. There's Bryan,
And Bryan?
and then they have somebody for like an office person. Yeah.
That's so I'm like.
Oh yeah, they do. Don't they call it like Edgar's? Is it Edgar's is one of them?
Dude, it's not that, but it's close.
I've seen the Edgar one where it's like a very specific type of Hispanic. It has kind of a bowl cut haircut, and they're kind of
Okay, yeah,
gangster, but they're not gangster, and they like smoke weed at 13. It's really fucking weird.
And Bryan is like somebody that maybe like robs you in the street or like
That's like the
does
opposite
very
of
well in
me.
school. Yeah. It's
Damn, dude.
Mexico's meme heaven.
That's interesting. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, dude. Do they have anything for your name, Pablo?
Nah, dude.
Wow, not that special. Sorry, dude. But why Brian, dude? Brian seems like it doesn't belong in Mexico. I don't know why.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
But Edgar does stuff
it's
for-
kinda it makes fun of like you know kind of like I don't want to say low income, but like when people from other countries want to put English names in their you know, like
Oh, dude.
Salvadorians and all that.
Brazilians are
I
the
know.
best at that shit, dude.
They do that a lot?
Brazilians always try to give like famous names and they don't know how to spell it.
Oh, se llama
Yeah.
Josh
Joshi?
Howard.
My favorite's that he used to play for Brazil. He's a right back, and his name is Maicon. And it's because they want to name him Michael, and they butchered the fuck out of it, dude. They're like, Michael.
Is that guy's name Converse?
Yeah, like they butchered the shit out of the names. It's so funny, dude. Or when Mexico in the U17 World Cup had a sub player, his name was like Osama bin Laden or some shit. That shit was so funny, man.
Man, that's.
Yeah, there are a few like outside of like the capital and like the smaller towns in Lima. There's like a few people that there's like Osama bin Laden's. Like I think like there was like an election in Peru like for like a mayor of this little town, and the two candidates that were like going for it, one of them was named Lenin, and the other one was named Hitler.
Who won?
Oh,
I don't know who won.
We need to find out
But
who
they
won.
they were going head to head.
Wow.
It was fucking
what?
weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so Osama bin Laden called up to the Peru under 15 squad. His name is Jimenez Lopin Osama bin Laden. It's fucking great.
Oh, dude, imagine being named after a terrorist.
Imagine
That's
almost being
crazy.
named Brooklyn. That's worse.
Yeah,
to me.
that's
Dude,
worse.
yeah, that is
It's
pretty
fucking
bad,
worse.
It'd be
actually.
cool. It'd be cooler to be named Osama bin Laden in Brooklyn as
Brooklyn.
Peruvian.
As a Peruvian gangster from Mexico, yeah, dude.
Yeah, see, like it was Hitler, Alba Sanchez. He was running against Lenin Vladimir Rodriguez. The guy, Mr. Sanchez said, "I'm the good Hitler." And the people were having a blast with the articles, man. Like this one's called "In Peru, Hitler runs for mayor despite threat from Lenin." then Hitler to stand against Lenin in Peru elections. Hitler versus Lenin, and I guess Hitler won. The good,
God, dude, that's
yeah, the good
insane.
Hitler, the good Hitler wins mayoral seat.
Ouch,
Dude, I
dude.
feel like when journalists see that shit, they like start rubbing their hands together. They're like, easy fucking money, dude.
This is like Brian looking at a jar of mayonnaise. Just
Yeah, he's just like opened already. He's just like,
already done, dude.
This is like Brian eating a fucking rice drenched in mayo
Yeah,
and
dude.
watching like UPN this week. just waiting to make those comments. You know what I'm talking about?
Crazy.
God, you remember when you used to watch the Martin show only?
The Martin show?
You used to only watch Martin like forever.
I actually don't know what Martin is.
Martin, you don't know the show Martin?
You've never watched Martin?
I'll be honest. Yeah.
That's even more racist than saying what the shit we were gonna say.
Dude, wow, dude. Wow.
You actually never watched Martin?
No, dude, explain to me. What's Martin?
no culture.
Who's Martin?
Martin Lawrence? His
Yeah,
comedian?
show?
Yeah,
It's good.
I actually, no.
Well, he did.
No, dude, he's stand up a lot, yeah.
His show was funny, dude.
Oh, no, I never saw it, dude. Did you guys actually?
I watched most of, if not
I
every
don't
episode.
haven't watched all of it. I know of the show and seemed like
My mom and dad
episodes of
watched
the show.
it, so I got to watch it.
That's crazy.
He was in the show with that lady that played the mom in
Well, Wife and Kids.
My Wife and
My
Kids. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I bet you never watched My Wife and Kids.
Oh, I'll watch the shit out of My Wife and Kids.
I watched the shit out of that. You're a fucking racist, dude. How do you not?
I don't find Martin
Did you
Lawrence
watch
that
Bill
funny.
Cosby show?
Yeah.
Is that?
It was a Nickelodeon, dude.
That's all I'm saying.
It was a Nickelodeon, dog, alright? Before everything. But,
Was
hey,
it?
dude,
Was it
Martin
my,
wasn't in Nickelodeon, dude.
Was it My Wife and Kids where they like changed the girl? Like
Yep, they did. That shit was funny. They didn't even mention it. They just
So
changed
funny,
it.
dude.
You know, that's like the third time they've done that in black sitcoms.
yeah.
Remember Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? They changed Aunt Vivian.
They just made.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what was that other show? I think that's the only one I can think of. That's two. That's good enough.
Did they do it?
Dude, Roseanne, when that happened, when she got kicked out of her own fucking show, like,
dude.
imagine getting kicked out of your own show, and they just changed the title, and they're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, imagine having a show called Bryan. Bryan says something racist, which would happen. And then, like, they're just like, oh, we're calling the show.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I
The
understand.
Yaltas.
I understand what they tried, but they should have known.
No.
Like, come on.
I can't watch that show without Roseanne.
Okay, so the weird thing about that show was that when the show was on with Roseanne before she went on that racist tirade, which, by the way, she had already done pretty racist shit prior to that. So that was a big mistake. But the funny thing about that is the first season of the reboot was really good. Not like, good to Roseanne standards, but it wasn't good because of Roseanne. Like, it was good because of the story of, like, everyone else had, like, an interesting
But she was
part.
like,
But then when they got rid of her, the show fell apart hard. And it was weird because she wasn't even the best part of the first season. She was just kind of there dealing with it. I don't know. Like,
she was like super involved in the writing of it, no? Like,
no.
really?
Well, I mean, she was like a producer, I guess, but the writing was like other people.
It's like in Friends, they took out Ross. Everyone would think, damn, that show's going to be way better because Ross is the worst character. But then you watch it and you're like, oh, this show doesn't make any more sense without Ross.
It just makes it click. Like, I don't know what it is.
Like, you kind of need that character. Who do you think the worst character is? Joey?
Phoebe.
I knew it. I feel he was a Phoebe hater. I like Phoebe.
Yeah.
I like Phoebe.
She has good things to say.
She was
every
actually
now
my
and
crush. Like,
That was your
out
crush?
of the three, she was my. I understand like the obvious one is what's her face,
Rachel?
Rachel. But Phoebe, I was like, oh, that's something about Phoebe.
No, I like Monica. Monica was always my favorite.
feel like
I
Phoebe
kind of
was
like that she was
strapping.
kind of controlling.
Yeah.
Like it.
Oh, yeah, I like Monica, too. But
She's the whitest one.
Yeah. Interesting.
besides Monica, my crush on Friends is just a throwaway character from one episode, and it's when Ross and Rachel go to the baby store to buy a bunch of shit, and the girl at the register hits on Ross, and she's like this super hot. Yes,
You know, it's funny.
everyone's white
I
on
actually
Friends.
watched that episode today.
No, there's a black girl that got introduced, right?
There were two black
Yeah,
girls.
I
Yeah,
forgot her name.
there was like Aisha Tyler who was on the Soup, and she was.
That show was great.
The show was
Yeah,
amazing. No,
It's done, right?
yeah, yeah, that girl from the baby store.
The whitest
Top.
character.
You don't even know what she looks like,
I,
dude.
I literally watched the episode today. I'm rewatching everything. It's season 8.
Okay,
Yeah, and I know that she's actually one of the whitest. It's that memorable.
she's the hottest one.
She's
All
almost
right?
an albino.
She's
that
the
way.
hottest one.
Just saying.
She's no.
All right.
Almost, yeah.
But no, yeah, Friends is like all white for sure.
Yeah,
I just
yeah. I mean, come on.
I mean,
I can see why it's one of your favorite shows, but I mean, come on.
it's a really good show.
I like Friends a lot.
Yeah,
I do too.
Everyone likes Friends.
But
No,
I
I
do
know.
know we like him for different reasons. Just saying.
Surgebound actually hates Friends.
Really?
Well, who are we talking about here? All right.
Yeah, that's true.
That hack of a YouTuber.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, if you don't like Friends, it's because you haven't watched it. I will say that. I'm gonna go ahead and say
If
it.
you like Friends because of the skin color, dude, you suck.
Why do you say that, dude? I don't even. Dude, see, that's some hateful. That's some hateful rhetoric.
Joey's
Yeah, Joey's Italian.
What's Ross? Tell me Ross's background.
Hey, dude, no, I'm
He
not
could be
talking-
No,
anything.
no. What's yeah? What's Ross?
I'm not talking.
He's
about
Jewish.
I'm talking about skin color.
Yeah, Ross is Jewish.
Look at like curls and.
Yeah. Yes, no, he doesn't.
He
no.
brings in the armadillo.
He's the Hanukkah armadillo, dude. Are you fucking kidding me?
This is crazy, dude.
He's the Hanukkah armadillo, you know? Like, that's a fantastic
Then
episode.
Superman comes. in.
Superman comes in.
That's
You know, when
Yeah.
Superman saves the Maccabees, you know, he flies all the Maccabees out of Israel.
Yeah, dude.
Friends is amazing. It's a really good, well-written show.
That's what Brian was saying. He was just like, I'm surprised at how good the writing is on the show, honestly.
It is, yeah. But you know what, dude? We've reached the hour mark, and our producer's dog is barking. So I think
Let's close this out.
let's close this out, friends. Y'all got any thing to plug?
No,
LCL underscore no. It's Instagram of our producer. He posts a lot of photos that are liked by Russian bots. So please go follow him and give him
That's
real
true.
likes.
Bonzo for Moon Roses just released Concussed. Just definitely go check it out. It's fun.
And go check out my music project at Othering on Instagram, dude. Yeah.
That's
Wow.
it. I
That's
got
it.
nothing.
Way to
Just think-
promote your stuff.
Other.
I'll play the ending theme song.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Fly me to the moon. Yeah, put that song on.
Yeah.
All
Just
right,
sing
man.
it. Just sing it.
Yeah, we should sing it. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Go climb some mountains.
It's over.
It's over. End it.
over.
Cut it
All
off.
right, guys. Bye.
Tacos.